congratulations to NUJ and to the management of the Star. I think they deserve a round of applause. Many of the staff are over 25 years. I think the spirit of the accomplishment of this CA demonstrated why. Show you the reason why people in the Star stay. Because when you pay your worker well, when you treat your worker well, then talent stay with you. A lot of, when I go to forums, a very oft-asked question, not only by journalists, but also by employers sometimes. They say, what's the government's effort to ensure that we can stop brain drain? Right? Very oft-asked question. I always say, yes, the government has a lot to do, definitely. There's institutional issues, systemic issues that we have to deal with the structure of the economy. But ultimately, the competition is not just a competition between the government of Malaysia and, let's say, Singapore. It is also between companies in Malaysia and your competitors and your counterparts in other countries, or even in this country, right? If you take care of your worker, if you pay your worker well, you pay your talent well, then you will have the sticking power. I mean, we have done the surveys, 2024 survey, almost 40% of workers, they said, other than just wages and salary alone, they are looking at a more flexible working arrangement. They are looking for work-life balance. They are looking for positive working environment and working culture. So those are actually the pull factor. At one forum, an employer asked me, he said, why are you pushing for the so-called progressive labour practices, for example, 60P and 60Q of the Employment Act 1955, basically providing flexible working arrangement? He said, no, cannot. Well, of course, we understand that not all tasks in the workplace can be done remotely, but mind you, working from home is just one form of flexible working arrangement. There are other forms, right? But I tell them, workers are looking for progressive practices, and this is one, right? When you provide them that flexibility, when you provide them that work-life balance, when you provide them with that positive working environment, positive working culture, and of course a good salary, then definitely you can get your talents to stay with you. So the problem of brain drain is not for the government to settle alone. It requires the whole of society, it requires the whole of industry's effort, right? The prologue of our Industrial Relations Act, actually, which means it's written into our law, we want to achieve industrial harmony. So, it is not a zero-sum game. Yeah? I think companies have to make a profit, and we want to help companies, especially SMEs in Malaysia, to compete, to be profitable, to be highly profitable, to increase in the value. But at the same time, we want the fruit of our prosperity to also be shared, equitably, if not equally, by our workers who are working very hard to build the company and to build the country. So, sekian, terima kasih. Congratulations to the staff.
Thank you. Thank you everyone. Very encouraging, etc.
Dia dah dapat dia.
Terima kasih.